This is just a message for all the traders out there. Now, if you feel like you're not where you want to be yet, or you feel like you haven't quite hit that pinnacle you're trying to achieve, don't worry. Everything is going exactly as it should be. Now, you won't hear this from most people, but trading is one of the hardest careers in the world to master and become successful in. It's very easy to entice people because you can just fake a demo account, you can show loads of money. Truth is, it's not all Lamborghinis, it's not private jets, it's not trading and traveling. It's not what it's made out to be. It's actually incredibly difficult because the hardest obstacle of trading is overcoming yourself. It's not overcoming the markets. That's just one of the hurdles. The biggest hurdle is you. The truth is, most of the people that glamorize the trading life are not even successful themselves, and I highly doubt most of these people are even making money. And this is one of the biggest problems if you're new to trading, because you are just exposed to all of this glamorous lifestyle. You're exposed to all of this stuff that makes it look simplistic, makes it look easy, and makes it look like you should master this within a few weeks or months. The truth is, it could take years, and the development and the growth you experience is down to you. Now, I want you to rest assured, whether you are currently on a losing streak, whether you have blown your account, whatever it is that you feel is a negative or setting you back is actually putting you 100 steps forward if you learn from these mistakes. And this is arguably the most crucial element of mastering trading. It's overcoming these hurdles and understanding why you are making these mistakes and how you can best avoid them moving forward in the future, which is not an easy feat. Now, there's also another truth to trading. You will always lose trades. Trades will always hit break even. They will always fail to work out sometimes. You cannot escape losses in trading, but it's obviously glamorized in a particular way where it's just endless wins, profit after profit, withdrawal after withdrawal. That is not the case, man. Inevitably, whether you have executed the right trade or the wrong trade, you have made that decision yourself. And one of the hardest things that comes with trading and mastering trading is accepting fault for your own mistakes, your own flaws, and your own successes. You are the contributor to your good trades and your bad trades. Every decision you make, it is inevitably you that pulls the trigger. It doesn't matter if you followed someone on social media. It doesn't matter if you read a blog post, you read the Financial Times, you followed Andrew Kramer. Whatever it may be, inevitably it was you that made the decision to execute and push that button. If you can accept that, you will see growth beyond your belief. Now, it might be a bit rich coming from me, and you're probably going to think, oh, here we go. But I would really recommend getting the correct education. It doesn't have to be from us. Look, we have helped thousands of people. We have changed a lot of lives. We've really helped people break through to profitability. But I'm not saying come to us. What I'm saying is just seek and try and pursue some form of educational path before jumping in head first. This is really, really important because a lot of people want to try and just jump into the game straight away without any form of real knowledge or understanding. And that is a good way to learn because you will make all of the mistakes immediately. But without the correct guidance and without the correct mentorship, you will not be able to accelerate the process, and it can just help minimize some of those unnecessary losses and setbacks, which would just be better off from the offset. And the next thing I'd add to that is stop thinking about the money, especially if you're starting with less capital. You are not going to achieve hundreds of thousands and millions straight away. Despite what everyone leads you to believe, the less money you start with, the harder you're going to have to work. And the better it is actually to stick to risk management principles. If you do not have large sums of money, you are likely not mentally ready to handle large sums of money anyway when it comes to trading. Slowly but surely grow. Slowly but surely build your balance. Stick to your risk management, 1-2% a trade. If you are trading crypto in spot, do not go all in at any given price. The less capital you have, the more careful you need to be. But this is actually a necessity to grow your skill set. Your capital, your balance, your profits, everything will naturally grow with your skill set. Do not get it the other way round. Do not focus on the money, because when you master the skill set, the money will follow naturally as a byproduct. And the next thing to take into consideration to help speed up the process is try not to follow too many people. Whether you go down the mentorship education route or whether you go off your own accord, try not to conflict with too much analysis, because there will be times you're right, there will be other times you're wrong. And then when you're wrong and someone else is right, it may naturally lead you to follow that person. But then when you follow that person, they could end up being wrong on the next trade as well. So what you want to really do here is eventually build a strategy through your own bias and through your own education. You can learn the education through others, whether that's myself, others, whoever it may be. You can learn how to analyze and read the markets. But what you eventually want to do is reach a point where your own conviction is driving the decision-making process, and you are not being blinded or even deluded in some way, shape or form by what others are saying within the markets. And the best way to achieve this is not follow as many people and try and minimize how much data you are consuming, because it will lead to a confliction. The final thing is enjoy the damn process, man. Don't rush it. There is no rush whatsoever. It's easy to feel like you have to do this immediately or you have to do this now. Let that be a motivation. Your kind of desperation and hunger should be a driving force to stick through it, through thick and thin. I can assure you, you guys have seen our results. You know we're real. We have not got there overnight. There was many mistakes, loads of money lost. It is a brutally, brutally difficult job. If this was easy, everyone would be doing it. And according to social media, everyone is doing it, but the numbers don't add up. Stick to it. Stick with your guns. Enjoy the process. Embrace every single mistake, every single loss. The more losses, the more mistakes you get out the way now, the less you will hopefully endure as the process continues and the cycle elevates to new levels. This is no different to any other job. You don't become a doctor by going straight in and doing an open heart surgery. You need to study that shit. You need to do a lot of practice. You need to do a lot of test runs. It's the same as any other career and any other field. The only difference is it is 10 times harder. More of the story. If you feel like giving up, don't. You've got this.